Hello everyone, welcome back to the Health Formula Show. It's PAULA here, certified nutritionist and functional medicine expert. And we are back with another episode to help you uncover the root causes of your symptoms and really take back control of your health. I don't know what it is, but so many people have been coming to me lately saying the same thing. PAULA, I am just exhausted. I cannot get through the day. I feel like my energy is just gone. And if you've been feeling that way too, you are not alone. So I thought, okay, I need to record a podcast on this. Because listen, fatigue is not normal. And it's a signal that something deeper is going on. And in so many cases, that something deeper is actually your hormones. So in today's episode, we are going to dive into the top 5 hormone imbalances that are ruining your energy, and most importantly, how you can fix them naturally. So let's start with number 1, and that is cortisol. Okay, cortisol is your stress hormone, and it should follow a natural diurnal rhythm throughout the day. High in the morning to wake you up, gently lowering in the afternoon, and lowest at night so you can fall asleep and stay asleep. But here's what conventional medicine does. If they test at all your cortisol levels, they'll do 1 cortisol blood test in the morning. And the truth is that is only telling you if you have Addison's disease or not. Completely useless if we are talking about energy or mood or sleep, because it doesn't tell us anything about your circadian rhythm. In functional medicine, we look at your cortisol at multiple points in the day, because your plan will be completely different if you have, for example, low cortisol in the morning and high at night versus high in the morning and low at night. Or maybe yours crashes in the afternoon, leaving you exhausted and craving sugar. Now, all of these, they will require a very, very different approach. Adaptogens, nutrition, and lifestyle are never a one-size-fits-all approach. And that is why running this kind of test, whether it's a saliva test or a Dutch test, is so powerful, because it becomes the precursor to a personalized plan. Number 2 is thyroid hormones. So your thyroid is almost like the thermostat of your body. If it's sluggish, everything slows down. Your metabolism, your digestion, your moods, your energy, your everything. And the problem is that conventional doctors will usually only test for like TSH and T4, but that's like looking at the thermostat without checking if the heat is actually coming out of the radiators, So in functional medicine, we look at free T3, which is the active hormone that your cells actually use. We look at reverse T3 as well, which tells us if stress or toxins are blocking that conversion. And then also antibodies, which tells us if the issue is autoimmune or not. And if you want the full deep dive on thyroid, I actually did a whole episode on thyroid health. That is episode 386, the truth about your thyroid, what your doctors are not telling you. So you can head over to paulabenedict.com/episode 386, or just check the notes below if you're watching this on YouTube, and we will link that episode there. The thyroid also needs key nutrients like selenium, zinc, iodine, vitamin D, magnesium. But the problem is that our soil is depleted from decades of mass farming. So if you eat mineral-rich foods, they don't contain the same levels that they once did. And that is why I always emphasize supplementation. But it has to be with bioavailable forms and in proper dosages. That's exactly why when I was formulating the daily essential formula, I wanted to include minerals like zinc as zinc picolinate and magnesium as magnesium glycinate in amounts that actually move the needle. And this is why I never leave the house without taking it either, because it's going to give me 20 to 25 grams of protein, therapeutic levels of vitamins and minerals every single morning. So it's very, very important for me. Number 3 is insulin resistance. So insulin is the hormone that manages your blood sugar. So when it's balanced, you feel steady energy. But when it's not, you feel highs and crashes all day long. Okay. So conventional medicine, they usually won't flag this until you are pre-diabetic, but functional medicine catches it much, much earlier. So signs are like, constant fatigue, afternoon crashes, sugar cravings, stubborn belly fat. And the good news is that you can fix this naturally. So by starting your meals with at least 20 to 25 grams of protein, loading up on fiber, building muscle through a lot of resistance training, and making sure that your minerals are on point, like chromium and magnesium especially, is very important. I had a client who was living on fruit smoothies, granola, and these quote unquote healthy protein bars, but her energy was crashing by 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. every single day, especially weekdays. Once we balanced her meals and we included protein first, her energy completely stabilized. And this is where resources like the Synergized app, for example, can really, really help, because one of the recipes that we have is a low carb, high protein, high fiber seed bread. We call it the seed bread in the app. And it's so easy to make, and it's such a great swap for like regular bread if you want to keep your blood sugar steady. Number 4 is estrogen and progesterone imbalances. And this is especially important for women, because when estrogen is too high relative to progesterone, what happens is that you might start to feel a little bit anxious, moody, a little bit fatigued, and you might start struggling with falling asleep. Conventional medicine will give you birth control or antidepressants and maybe run some basic blood work. But the problem is that blood work only shows hormones that are bound to proteins. That's not what your body is actually using, okay? And it also looks at hormones in isolation, not in relation to each other. What we really care about is the ratio of estrogen to progesterone and how your body is metabolizing estrogen through your detox pathways. This is where the Dutch test is a game changer, because it shows how much estrogen you have, but also how you're breaking it down and whether progesterone is keeping up. Because 2 women can have the exact same estrogen on blood work, but one feels amazing and the other one feels terrible. Because what really matters is how those hormones are functioning together. And finally, number 5, testosterone. This one often gets overlooked in women, but we need testosterone for motivation, for muscle strength, for drive, and for steady energy. So low testosterone leaves you flat, unmotivated, tired, no matter how much you sleep. And conventional medicine usually ignores it unless you're a man with obvious issues. But in functional medicine, we ask, why? Why is testosterone low? Is it stress? Is it poor sleep? Is it overtraining? Is it nutrient deficiencies? And the good news is that there are natural ways that you can support testosterone. So think resistance training, proper sleep, gut health, minerals like zinc and vitamin D. And again, this is where bioavailable forms in the right dosage make such a difference. So let's recap. The top 5 hormonal imbalances ruining your energy are cortisol dysregulation, thyroid issues, insulin resistance, estrogen and progesterone imbalance, and low testosterone. And the takeaway is that your fatigue is not random. And it's for sure not just stress or aging, none of that. And it's not because you need another coffee, that's for sure. It's a message from your body. It's always a message that your hormones are out of balance. And conventional medicine might tell you that your labs look fine, they look normal, but fine in their lens is not the same as optimal. And functional medicine goes deeper. It asks why. And once you know why, you can fix it naturally. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in into the Health Formula Show. If you enjoyed today's episode, please make sure that you do subscribe so new episodes pop straight into your feed. And don't forget to come back next Wednesday, because we are going to be talking about the real reason you are anxious all the time. And trust me, it's not just stress. So you will not want to miss it. See you then. And before you go, take a moment to acknowledge yourself for wanting to become the healthiest version of yourself. Before you head off, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you never miss a weekly episode. We cover everything from functional medicine to gut health, to hormones, to weight loss, to skin health, to natural beauty, you name it. All of the topics that truly matter. And if there's something that you would love me to cover, just drop it in the comments below. I would absolutely love to hear from you. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.